Well, good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today is Sunday, February. I'll have to go and look. I just did look, but of course I forgot by now. February 11th. Let's say we'll try that for a guess. Yes, February 11th. Look at that. So today on Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood, Sunday afternoon fireside chat. We'll have a little talk about firewood. Strangely enough, isn't it? I haven't talked about firewood too much. And we'll do a wee little bit of talking about the tractors. And we're going to go outside here for a few minutes. It's kind of a nice day today. The snow is melting. That is for sure. And poor Donita and Ricky are long gone back to South Carolina. Oh dear. Anyway, after us cleaning off the deck yesterday and I finished up the snow, when I was doing that yesterday, I noticed that the snow level was just starting to come out of the snowbank. And that's how much it's dropped since yesterday afternoon. Probably 4 inches or more. So, and you can see different places the snow has dropped. On my driveway light poles, it was up about halfway on them. Anyway, it is melting, and melting quick today. I think the temperature is +5, and with the February warm sun on it, the snow is melting. Now, what the snow does when it's melting, it knocks down your wood pile. Yes, sirree. Look what I got to do tomorrow. So the snow kind of come away from the building and took the wood pile with it. Oh my. Anyway, not a big deal, I guess. That's how far it came out. Of course, there'd be heat from the building too, so that would be making it melt even more. So what I should have done was shovel that snowbank out of there and blew it away like I did up on the deck. Shoveled it out here and then blew it away. But I didn't think of that. I knew that it was probably going to fall over, but I thought that just that big piece would break off and fall down. I didn't realize that the whole bank would kind of fall over and take all the wood with it. So there you go. People are going on about stacking wood. Well, you might as well be putting it in a pile, so because it's there now in a pile. Oh well. Do you stack or don't you stack? That's what they've been going on about lately. And If I had the room here, I probably would just pile it. I wouldn't bother stacking it. All right, we'll go in here and have a look at the weather. So the weather, it is 5 degrees today. And it is 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind is very light, west-northwest at 11 kilometers an hour. And the forecast, sunny tomorrow, plus 2 degrees, and then it starts again. Now Tuesday, periods of snow Tuesday night. Chance of flurries on Wednesday morning, flurries Wednesday night. Thursday is flurries all day, and flurries on Friday. So what that means is it could be a major storm like there was last weekend, or it could be just all flurries. Who would know? The weathermen don't know. They put their guesses up, and that's all they can do, I guess. Anyhow, that's that. So the tractors have been working pretty good. Just wanted a quick little chat about those. Look at that cab tractor. My, that's some rig that. I know a fellow that's hiding in his basement reading magazines about cab tractors. I think some of us already know who that fellow is. Oh dear, I'm bad. Anyhow, this tractor hasn't been out because it certainly would not have pushed any of that snow. That snow was just nasty. So this tractor got a workout last week. That one did a little bit, and that one did a little bit. And the loader tractor hasn't been out either. But what I was going to say about the tractors there, they're kind of like, they all have different things that they do well and things that they don't do so well. Kind of like people. They all have different personalities. Now there's 3 tractors here with the same engines. They all have to be started differently. The throttle has to be a certain spot, and the choke has to be in a certain spot. So 3 engines that are the same, they all start differently. Some people have stacking machines, and they all have to get started differently too. So anyway, it's kind of funny with the tractors, how they all have their own personality in a way. Now, the John Deere. I normally don't have too much trouble, if at all any trouble with traction, but the last few days, or at least last week or so, had some trouble. So, and it's always gotten along without the chains, and now I'm kind of thinking that I need to get chains on it. All the rest of the tractors have chains. But the problem with this tractor is there's not much room here between the tire and the fender. There's only the width of my finger there, and that's it. Now I did, years and years ago, I put screws in it. Those are stainless steel screws that I put in. And a lot of them are gone now, and you can see that the tops are wore off. I don't know if I'd bother doing that again or not. That was kind of more for ice, I thought, at the time. And I guess it helped at one point, but I don't know if I would want to do that again. But anyway, it was a thing to try. So I'm not sure what to put on there. Anybody has any ideas of what I could put on there for chains? And it doesn't have to be chain. I've tried a million different things over the years when I started into this tractor hobby over 20 years ago. Surprisingly, if I have any here, yeah, there's a little piece over there. I had a lawn tractor, a Toro lawn tractor that I put a snowplow on, and just turf tires, and didn't have any traction. So what I did was this stuff right here. I wrapped that around the tire, and the difference that made was just unbelievable. So then that rope didn't last long. It wore out. Oh, there's some rope right there I could have shown you. Anyway, just a rope like that, wrapped around the tire. Worked great, but wore out quick. So then I moved on to clothesline. That's why I had that there. That's just stuff left over. Anyway, that worked good. And of course, eventually wore out, but not as fast as the rope did. And what else did I try? I tried chain link fence. I wrapped that around the tire. That worked not too bad, but wore out quick too. Then I got a rubber mat. Had a bunch of holes in it. And I wrapped that around. And there might be some of that in there somewhere. But I'm not getting it out today. Anyway, I've tried a lot of different things on tires, and a lot of the stuff worked. It just that it wore out quick. So I don't know what to do with this if I do anything. But if anybody has any ideas, let me know. Now, what else was I going to? Oh, I'm going to get back to talking about the wood. Garden tractors and firewood, right? So, the wood is disappearing. I'm down to my 2 last rows, and that row's 3/4 gone. So, yeah, we are into the middle of February, so I've still got 3 months of burning here yet. Because I don't like being cold. March, April, and May. Some of May, I still have to have a little fire on. Anyway, I guess the pile that fell down outside might get dug into. All right, before I set this up here on the camera holding thing, I want to do this here. I'm sure that Mike, his channel is Maintenance with Mike. I'm sure he's interested to see what the leaking, beeping chainsaw is doing. So let's have a look. Still leaking. Look at that. Brand new saw. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Anyhow, let's go over here and we'll Sit you up on the camera holding thing. Right there. Kind of like that. There, we got her lanterns on today. We got our fire going. I was out to visit my daughter there earlier today and my grandsons, and the grandson's father has got a new toy, a skid steer. So he was making a slide for the kids to slide down. The great thing is written here, oh, it's 7 feet tall. He was taking all the snow and packing it up to make a slide for them. So it's going to be quite a thing for the kids. Yes, sir. It's and it's hard as can be because the snow is so wet and packy now, and that big machine being that heavy. At the end of it there, the tracks weren't even making a dent in the snow. Just like cement, but it's slippy. Anyway, so they're going to have fun on that. So what else are we going to talk about now that I did all my talking? I don't know. Well, I guess we could talk a little bit about the snow. It was quite a week for this time last week. It was storming to beat the band. And yeah, it was a lot of snow. And we had a snowstorm they called White Swan here 20 years ago. I guess it's 20 years ago, just I think this month, I think. Well, the snow from that was in my area here. It was twice as much as what you saw here through the week, what I was at. It was right up to the bottom of the my driveway lights. It was right to the bottom of the lamp. Where this storm, it was only halfway up the pole. So it was a major snowstorm. There was a Toyota Tacoma quarter ton sitting out on the road. The fella got stuck and he had to leave it there. And he just lived up in the subdivision across the road from here. Anyway, and them older Toyota Tacomas, 4x4s, they were fairly tall. And you couldn't see it. It was buried. The only way they could open the road here was they had a payloader with a V-plow on it. And he'd drive down the road. He'd turn and put the snow over here and back up and drive down and turn and put the snow over there and like that. And that's how they opened the road. Oh, feet of snow, yeah. I was getting that time because I didn't have any tractors. All I had was the walk behind snowblower. I took my son and I all day Sunday. We started at the garage. We made one track out to the road. It took us all day to do that. And the son was up on the bank shoveling the snow down, and I was blowing it away with the snowblower. And the next day, we were having our driveway plowed out by somebody, so he came along. He normally blew it out with a tractor. I guess the tractor wasn't working or it was too small or something. He came along with a white tractor, and it was massive. Great big blower on the back of it. So we backed in the driveway. He went right through the ditch. I don't think he even knew we did that. Took all my driveway posts that I had in there for markers, they all went through the snowblower into the woods. And he just kept coming through the driveway there. Whatever the snowblower couldn't take in and throw away, it was coming out around the snowblower. Man, oh man, that thing had a bunch of power. Anyway, it took him about 10 minutes to clean out the whole driveway. No, cats, it was a big tractor. But yeah, that white one, it was a major storm now. And then 9 years ago, we had quite a winter that winter too. It wasn't one storm; it just was storm after storm after storm after storm, and it built up. Yeah. Anyway, so we are hearing, I guess, that we might be getting 10 to 20 centimeters. But like I say, they've been changing their mind every few hours on this storm. One time they'll say it's going to miss us, the next time they're saying it's coming, and it makes you wonder sometimes. So, them weather people, they they do their job wrong all the time and never get fired. Yeah. Anyway, so what else have I got for today? I don't have any stickers. The stickers seem to have slowed down, which I expected. That's just normal. And we might get a few more sometime. But, the subscribers are up a little bit too. I gained, I think, I might have gained 10 this past week, maybe. Yes, I don't know. Anyway, I want to give a little shout out to 2 subscribers that subscribed over this weekend. And Ava and Shelby. Thanks, girls, for subscribing. They got watching my videos, so they subscribed. That's kind of funny. Yeah, that's great. Anyway, that's nice that they did that. Now, what else have I got? The fire is good today. I got to. Well, winter's moving along, right? So, and I said this at the first of the winter. I got to get that mowing deck up on that table there fixed up. Winter project. Well, winter's just about over. I haven't even looked at that yet. So, and I probably said last Sunday afternoon fireside chat that I should get at that this week. So I got to get at it somehow. But I got to get the wood pile fixed up outside tomorrow, hopefully. And we'll have to get at that. And I got another deck over here that's off of the case 224. It's stored over at my son's place. It's the one that did all the wood splitting last year. So I have the deck here. I just want to, as far as I know, there's nothing wrong with it. I just want to maybe clean it up and lube it up and whatever. Have it ready. And I might, and I won't, but I might. I was thinking the other day, I do have a deck for the John Deere 140 H3, which I fixed all up there and painted and all that stuff probably 3 years ago. And it hasn't been on the tractor since. So I might, but I kind of doubt it, but I might put it on this year. It cut grass great. It was a great cut tractor. And the 4-row blades on it, I wouldn't doubt that the blades on it are the ones that were on it originally. You know how a cutting blade is kind of supposed to come across and have a nice sharp edge up like that. Now these blades go like this, but the wings and the tips aren't wore out. It's just the cutting part that's wore out, and it just, people sharpening it over the years, and the way the outside part of the blade is going to wear sooner anyway. But yeah, and they're as dull as can be. The handle on your butter knife in the house in your kitchen drawer would be about how sharp the blade is. But cut grass wise, an even and nice cut work great. And I think I might have blades here for that, and I never did put them on. It's just the way I am, I guess. A lot of people believe in sharpening blades, and I know I've watched fellows on YouTube, and I know Dale in the backyard with Dale. He's real good at that, sharpening the blades. I just don't sharpen them. I don't really see any difference. And as far as I'm concerned, by the time you cut the grass 2 or 3 times, the sharpness is gone anyway. So I just don't bother. I used to a little bit, sharpen them, but I've kind of gotten away from that. Anyway, so I might put the deck on the John Deere, and I might not. But we'll see. All right, so I kind of feel like I'm going to be rambling. So that kind of means that the fireside chat is going to come to a close here soon, unless I all of a sudden think of something. And I don't know. Chicken tonight for supper. Potatoes and probably gravy and all that good stuff. Been eating real good lately. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that, I guess. Anyway, I still am kind of doing my push-ups, but I'm still at that anyway. But I'm not going to show any more push-ups. I got the 10, so I'm not going to do any more. Because that would be bad if I could only get 8. So I'm not doing it. I got up to 10, and that's it. That's it. I'm not going to do any more. So let's have a look at the sticker board here. That'll be the next thing to do. I guess that's kind of getting to the conclusion of the chat. So here we are. Let's look at them stickers. You should go and watch all them channels. All kinds of good videos to watch. Grampy's Workshop. He had a video on his snow removal there the other day. The little nasty tractor with the cab. Did a great job. And have Luke with Orange is My New Green. He had a good video on Friday about Dave from RCAF Polar Express and myself. And it was kind of, I think, about cabs, I think. Oh dear, the fun we have. So then we have another sticker from Grampy's Workshop. And we have Murphy Mowers. He's down in Tennessee. And Garden Tractor Boy. He is in England. And he does great work on lawn tractors, garden tractors, and whatever. There we go. We timed out again at 30 minutes. Anyway, he was working, garden tractor boy Joseph was working on a twin cylinder. I should know this, but I believe it was a Kohler engine. And it has a lot of issues, but they are getting the issues fixed, that's for sure. There's Boulder Bob. And in the backyard with Dell, garden tractor boy again. And Len's keeping busy. Len kind of finished up his snowplow blade that he put on the front of his wheel horse there in the last video, I think it was. And what do we got here? This is Brock, Lewis Mowers and Boats. I don't know if he got his ATV up and running yet or not. He had some trouble with that, so I don't think I've seen another video on that yet. And maintenance with Mike. He just had a video on changing oil on his motorcycle. A BMW motorcycle. He and his wife have motorcycles, and he gives pretty good tips on how to do that and what to have in your tool chest to take with you. And then we have Dave. Dave is still reading cab magazines, and his video today was on lubrication, on different types of grease and where to use them on your PTO shafts and different places on your tractor, and how to change the tubes and from the grease guns. And Kenny's had a rough week. He's a snowplow driver, and he's been busy with plowing snow. And Mr. Gary's had some cooking videos on, but I haven't gotten to watch them yet. And Brian, with retired for life, is out in his woods collecting up his trail cameras to see what's on those and checking out a few things about his creek and flooding problem. And what else have we got here? Oh yes, Artie, Gravely Man Small Engine Repair. Artie is right into Gravely's. Great channel to watch. And then we have Craig at Everyday Projects. He had a video out on testing the coil on a 2003 Ford F-150 six-cylinder engine. And we have Rick, Twin Brook Acres. Big Son's Lawn Care. I'm sure he's going to be cutting grass pretty soon. He's down in Indiana. And then we have this fella. Well, like you already know, he doesn't know what day it is half the time. So. And of course we have Rick's Outdoors. Rick and Donita visited Prince Edward Island this week and did some, there now, fall down. And they did some wood splitting, and they just had a great time while they were here. Thanks for coming along, Rick and Donita. All right, I guess that's going to conclude our Sunday fireside chat. All right, so we'll get back to you, I'm sure, this week. Maybe I'll do a video on cleaning up the wood pile that fell down. Oh me, oh my. Anyway, All right. Have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, and have a good week coming up. Goodbye now.